Can I just say something real quick? Catfish?
Yes.
Since the last time I was with you, these are the people I've interviewed. We interviewed Alfredo, Mike Mastroni, Kareem Williams, the Sabrosa Squad, Cooper Brownlee, Rick. No, you were there for the Rick Thorne.
I was there.
And then that was the last one you were there for. Tate Ross Kelly also. So
For the BMX ones, then I missed a bunch of no jumper ones that I was more concerned with. You asshole.
Right. Yep. Miss Nicoletti.
Damn it! That's
we
the
don't-
guy that I
that's-
wanted to bring on the damn show. He was my idea to bring him on the damn show.
That's a whole
and you got him
nother
on the show.
level right there.
But
okay,
okay,
I
that's
just
a
wanted
plug
to
for
throw
no
all
jumper
those
right there.
things
Yeah.
out there.
That's
yeah.
a plug for no jumper. If you guys haven't seen the no jumpers, any of them, go listen to them. They're awesome.
But anyway, today in the studio we have Staten Island's very own Augie Simoncini.
What the fuck is up?
Chilling. No.
He's got his bottled water.
I'm not
He's got his
sparkling
bottles,
fucking
bottled
water. You know
water.
what I mean? Came to hang out with you boys, discuss some bullshit today.
We're talking everything.
Talk about some BMX shit.
We're going to talk about BMX bullshit. I want what the full Augie story, the history of Augie, and
How you got kicked out of Wu Tang early on.
all of that stuff.
Yep.
Challenge is
Very,
fucking...
very, very excited. So I'm assuming that we should probably just dive right in and talk about Augie's recent inflammatory posts regarding leaving a sponsor.
He had the internet jumping.
He literally had the internet going nuts.
Bro, I've never... Like, kids still comment and shit. Like...
872 comments when I looked earlier today.
Bro, they're like still commenting things, and it's like there's a 13-year-old kid just talking recklessly, and I'm like, where are your parents?
It's just like one kid going
it's like
crazy
one kid
currently,
going
right?
crazy, and it's like where are your parents with his mouth on you? Like, I was like, what is going on?
They go hard. So
Yeah, I'm like, this is tight.
you made the announcement.
That you'd be leaving the Stranger team after quite a few years with the program. Did you, prior to the Adam LZ announcement, did you have any clue that you would be leaving Stranger prior to that?
Hell no.
No.
Well, no, like I knew, like it was like it wasn't what it was. It hasn't been what it was like when we started, like whatever the rebranding thing was, fucking 2 years ago.
For people who
whatever.
don't know, like a couple of years ago, they had a team before that, but then they officially
stopped,
solidified it
and
with like
then,
a crew
and then-
of dudes who actually were kind of hanging out at the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like they reset it up with like a crew. Like
You,
that
Miles, Gabe,
Aaron,
Ricani was pretty early on.
Yeah,
Aaron, Eric. Yeah, I think I said that one.
Everyone from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you mean when you say that it hasn't been the same for a while?
No, it's just like you know what I mean. It was like no, like kind of Aaron left, and that kind of everything kind of got weird after that.
So were you,
know what
kind
I mean?
of feeling a
'Cause it
certain
was
type of way?
No,
ever since
I
Aaron
wasn't
left?
feeling a certain type of way. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm just riding my bike. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I'm just having fun doing my thing. Like I'm filming a video, like working on my shit for no hype. Like I'm trying to, you know, that's my focus. Like I love bike riding. Like I'm trying to put out the best shit possible for myself because that's, you know what I mean? Like me putting something out on you know to the world is like that what pushes me to, you know, progress. You know,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like to help me make myself like a better rider. You know what I mean? Like I want to film the next thing better than the last thing. You know.
So do you think that the Stranger team changed a little bit after No Hype came out? Because I feel like DVDs always are like chapter markers in your life.
Yeah, well, after No Hype, like No Hype was weird. Like it was I honestly, because I was so accustomed to film, the first video I filmed was Deadline. You know what I mean?
Right.
I worked on the damn thing for 5 years. So then I jumped into something, worked on it for a year. I also like looped the fuck out, cracked my fucking skull in 2 places.
Definitely got to talk about that crash.
Yeah, that shit sucked. So
Yeah.
it was like that was like in the midst of that. Like I was bouncing all over the country. Like I was living in New York, then hit my head, then just jumped in, got the Palace. You know what I mean? So it was like,
So you were on Stranger while you were still living in New York, right?
yeah. So it was like I was trying to come back out here and film. So it was like it was a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? And it was like I still I don't know. I'm not really even that psyched on like the way my shit came out.
Okay.
For that, you know what I mean?
Because deadline was a lot longer, right?
Oh yeah, fucking 5 years to do that shit. You know what I mean? Probably longer than that. That wasn't like you know what I mean? That was just homies fucking riding bikes, and
Right.
we didn't have like real intentions for that. It wasn't for like a legit brand, you know.
Uh-huh.
So it was like I don't know, like the no hype thing. That was like a different experience, and then it is what it is now. But after the no hype thing, it's just. It's like, what's next? Like you're
right.
Like it's just, I don't know. It hasn't really been too much of anything.
So you kind of felt like you were sort of out of the loop in terms of like what Stranger was doing, stuff like that.
There's been no there's it's decision wise now. It used to be like from the get, it was like, all right, when Aaron was involved, he was like the TM type deal. He like kind of held it down, held everyone together, kept everyone in the loop. like we were all communicating together. We were a squad, you know, like, and that's, you know, like that's what the fuck I was sold on, you know, like,
Right.
and that's why I was so hyped on it. It was like, that's what, you know, that's what I came from, was the deadline thing, and that was squad, and then like, oh, boom, this is tight, like right into squad. Like that's what I love, like about BMX is like people you fucking meet that you would never come across ever if you weren't riding bikes, you know, like, and like, so it's like, yeah, I got to mix with Gabe, like who's now like one of my best friends, you know what I mean? Like we didn't know each other before then. Eric, like one of my best friends, like I consider all those dudes like I'm, you know, brothers now, you know, and like that was what was dope to me. And then like now, fucking complete 360.
So was it just the LZ thing, or was it before this too?
No, dude, that's what I'm saying. It's not like an LZ thing. It's not even a fucking personal beef with the kid. I don't even know the kid.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so
like,
that's interesting.
That's why your shit's all twisted up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
your
That's
shit's
why I'm
all
so
twisted
glad to do
up.
this, because so
You know
many
what I mean?
kids
Like,
think that it's Augie
I'm
quit
like,
because of
yeah,
LZ,
no, and
it's-
like, and that's like the last fucking thing in the world. It's not that, like, I did never. And read my fucking post, bro. Oh, sorry.
Because it's weird for the
Yeah. Read my post. You know what I mean? Like, there was not fuck LZ. No, it was fuck Rich Hirsch, bro. It was like fuck this, because this wasn't what I signed up for. Fucking when we started Stranger 2 fucking years ago, and I was sold on. Sorry, I'm tearing.
No,
you know,
no,
I
it's
talk
good,
with
it's
my
good.
hands.
Yeah,
you know
talk
what
with
I
the
mean?
hands. Just try
I
to
talk
avoid
with
the
my
table.
hands.
Yeah,
It's fucking this guinea shit. But it's like I wasn't like, it's not a thing against Adam LZ. Like I actually respect the kid. I respect what he's doing, bringing fucking people to BMX, bringing new kids to BMX. That's fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's BMX. I love it. Like I love that. That's awesome. But the way all that came about was just the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Like after years of like, bro, I didn't get a thank you for filming for no hype after crash. I got a $30,000 hospital bill.
Right.
I mean, I didn't get a thank you from Rich Hirsch. Like I don't know what's up with that dude. You know what I mean? Like, and then he sits and wants to play like he's your friend. You know what I mean? He tries to play like. I don't know with that dude.
So
like,
did you feel like you just kind of fell out of communication with him? So you weren't.
there was never really communication. It was like we always, like I
So
said,
you
we
and him
always
were
had
never really
Aaron,
homies
and then
before?
like it's like,
Oh, okay. So
it's like no,
Aaron was
I always respected him. You know what I mean? Like fuck, I met him back in the day when I was like Garrett's like legal guardian back in the day to like go on trips or some shit, and I met him out in Portland.
Okay.
Like back in the day when he rode for Redline, and like I was like blown away. Like I looked up to him forever. You know, I still respect the dude. You know, but it's like yo, the way you come about dealing with me, like. I don't know. You know, I'm not a little kid. You know, like yeah, I respect people that you know. I'm gonna show you the same respect you showed me. You know what I mean? Like you come at it and so want to surprise the fucking world with this move. You don't hit up no one. Like dude, like
So the team wasn't consulted about the LZ thing.
no,
Okay.
dude. You think none of
I
us,
assume
bro.
that because I only knew about it like 24 hours before it
this
happened.
is what I'm saying. Nobody.
Right.
This is like just Rich's thing. Like. I'm beginning to tell you about the text messages. Look, it was like I was breaking up with my 16-year-old girlfriend.
Oh, so did you text him before you went public with it?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I sent him and Caleb a text message. I was like, "Yo, terminate my contract immediately." I was like, I don't need the paycheck. I'm good. I was like, I'm not down with where you're going with this. I'm not down with the Mickey Mouse shit. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like it's just been ongoing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like the lack of communication, and then it's one. It's like
That's the big one.
you know what I mean?
Not
It's like
communicating with
you
your
don't
riders
tell
is
me
a
some.
huge
Yeah,
thing,
bro.
I
It's like it's like yo, we all put out for you, bro. Like, and we do it for a fucking small fee at that. You know? Like,
Do you think the situation would have been different if Rich had been like, "Yo, I know you guys don't kick it without LZ, but I think that he could really help
Facts.
the brand"?
Bro, facts. Not even that, but it's like it's not even really disrespectful to me. The whole thing. Look at the kid Denim, who's just been sitting out in Barcelona, not getting paid. He ain't getting paid to put out that fucking fire ass edit he just put out.
Right.
And where's his bump? Where's his paycheck? You know what I mean? Like,
But that's a tough decision that you have to make when you're
tough
rich because
but what's the decision to make, bro? Like, what like you're gonna, because the kid sells a shit ton of things in his web store. That's reason for you to put him on.
well, just the fact that he has such a big following. I mean, like from
But-
Rich's perspective, I'm sure he was thinking, this kid, you know, like
Well,
I'm
also in Denham's defense, because I was with him all summer long, I told him, because I know his situation too. I said, with that Stranger edit dropped, and when the Barcelona edit drops, people are gonna really see Denham.
Well, you're a
They're gonna
Denim
really
Cox
see
stan,
him.
so you stand for him hard.
I love him,
Dude. Denim's the shit.
No,
That's
he
what I'm
is. Yeah,
saying.
he's amazing.
And it's not even that. I honestly, when I heard that someone was getting put on, like, it was like, well, Denim's already on. So I honestly thought it was Dylan Sark. Like that kid fucking kicks. He fucking kills it. And then like, because there's actually some bullshit, like similar situation where like they were just like had like Dylan Stark like on Instagram, and we were all like, yo, what the fuck's this about? Like, you didn't know him up. Like, is he on squad? Like, we were all just questioning it, you know, like not even coming at you them like, you know, like not like, yo, what are you doing? Like, it's not like it's our company. Like, yo, like what's going on with this shit? Like, is this kid on or not? You know what I mean? Like, let's. You know, like, because this is like I said, we were under the assumption this was squad, you know, like, this was a crew, and, like, yo, I get it. Like, you're trying to make money, this is a company, but, like, there's a way to go about it. Be real with people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
the communication, I mean, that's 100%, I guess. I know what you mean, because I've definitely ran into issues with team members and stuff where it's like, they thought that I felt a certain way, whatever, and it was never like that to me, but then, you know, they, just the lack of talking. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, yo, that's all it had to be. And like I said, this is never a personal vendetta against Adam LZ or nothing to do. Honestly nothing to do with the kid.
Right.
This had nothing to do.
You watch his videos?
No, fucking.
You ever seen one?
What? Negative.
No?
Negative.
Okay.
Still haven't. I could care less, bro.
Give it a go.
Negative. I know.
I like Adam LZ.
I know what they're
like
about.
Adam
You know what I
LZ.
mean? Like, I know what they're about.
And it's for a certain audience.
It's for a certain audience. I know it's not my audience.
Right.
Like I said, I respect what the kid's doing. Like, I respect him bringing kids into it. You know what I mean? Not necessarily do I believe that those kids are going to continue to stay in it, because I've seen fucking 13-year-olds come and go in this shit very quick. Like, you know, people get into cars and they go. You know, that's what happens. So it's like I'm not sold on this whole. You know, the kids might sell a fucking million T-shirts. Go sell 1 million bikes, bro. And like that's tight. Like, if that's what happens, good for your brand, awesome. But you know what? I stand for what I stand for, and I got more self-respect and to be treated the way like that, you know, for a couple $100 a month. That ain't me.
See, I think that you had such an overwhelming response to that post. I think in part just because even if people were not anti-Stranger or anti-Rich Hirsch or anti-Adam LZ, they were like, wow, look at Augie really standing up for himself, really saying what he thinks on social media, which is not a thing that we see a ton of these days.
But I don't do that either. Like, I don't come out and say
I've never
shit.
seen you do anything
But I think
like
a lot
that.
of people still have it twisted. They think that is all because of
facts.
Adam.
You see all the comments?
And that's the big thing that I think people need to understand. That is that that's
like,
not the reason.
It's like, yo, Augie's a bitch just because Adam LZ left. And I'm like, yo, you are so fucking twisted, you little 12-year-old.
And now they're
like you're talking all this shit. Like, you got this loud mouth over the internet. Like, I don't deal with that. That's why I'm not going to talk shit back to you.
His fans have been going in on Augie.
And that's what's
I'm like, yo,
fucked up
you're
about
cursing. Like, I'm ever gonna see you or recognize you. Like, if that was the case, I'd probably smack you in the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
see, now that that's the messed up thing, because now that there's like 17-year-old Augie fans in like Pensacola, Florida, that are just like, fuck Adam LZ. Why do you like him?
it's like,
I don't know. Augie quit Stranger because on Adam LZ.
No, but that's
like that, and that's why it's like, yo, that's why I was like, yo, I'm hyped to do this. Like, this is like, yo, clear the fucking air. This ain't Adam LZ fucking Augie beef, and that's why I was like. You were like, yo, read this thing. I was like, and I just laughed. I was like, yo, this is the furthest thing from fucking. I was like, this is like.
So what issues did you take with
bullshit.
my article, which came out today, which is entitled "Augie, Adam LZ, and the BMX Generation Gap"?
I thought it was good.
Plug, subtle plug.
It was good.
Yeah, no, it was tight, but I was like, yo, that's not me.
But
that's not why I'm pissed. Like, you come, like. Almost seemed like it was like a fucking WWE wrestling match.
Right, okay.
Like, you promoted it like.
See, I guess I thought your perspective was a little bit more
like,
anti-LZ
hit me
as
the
well.
fuck up, bro. Don't fucking post some shit about me before you know.
I wanted to put my thoughts out there before we did the interview today.
But now you got to fucking put your foot in your mouth.
Exactly.
Well, I already have my socks off right now. So
God damn it, Adam.
Okay, well, I mean, if you thought it went over the line, yeah.
You talk to me. That's it.
Okay.
Like anybody.
Well, now we're doing the talk.
I
woke up this morning very motivated to talk about the BMX generation gap. I think like the thing is though is that I wasn't saying that you guys have beef. I was just saying that you guys are both representative of different sides in terms of BMX right now, whether you like it or not.
No, I get that. I get that for facts. But it's like I don't even like see there being a generation gap. Like, everyone rides bikes. Like,
right.
Like, where's the fucking gap, bro? Like, I'm riding bikes because I like riding bikes. Like, this whole Rich Hirsch thing is just. That has not, like I said, it has nothing to do with a following or nothing like that. Because what do I got? Like,
because if he was working at a factory and he got treated like that,
I'd quit.
He would quit.
I would smack.
It's the same thing.
I would smack my boss and quit and walk the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like,
if you saw Rich Hirsch right now, would it be handshake? Would it be?
Oh, it would be I'd kiss him on the cheek after I smacked him.
Smacked him. Wait, we're gonna have to call you out on that. Seriously, you're gonna smack him?
No, I like him.
Oh, okay. What, like a little, like the way you smack a baby?
Yeah, like,
Adam's always stirring shit up.
Well,
Adam is the third best jujitsuist in Long Beach.
That's not true. He quoted
11. By the way,
this is not true. He said, "I'm gonna smack him." So I just wanted to, there's people who are gonna say, "Oh, he said he was gonna smack him."
Right, yeah.
You know, that's a soundbite right there if I've ever seen one. All right, so can we put this topic to bed?
So there you go. So all the kids on the internet, it's not about Augie versus Adam LZ. Augie had issues with his organization, and he felt disrespected, and he left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts. That's the way it is. Like, like I said, like I honestly don't care for what that shit, like how that shit went down. Like that's what it was. Like, you know what I mean? There's a million other kids that fucking talented. You know what I mean? And like. To get overlooked because of a fucking YouTube channel.
See, that is something that comes up a lot, though. Like
that's what pisses me the fuck. Like, you know, that's not real. You know what I mean? And that's the representation you want in your company. You know what I mean? Like now everybody fucking knows it. Right. It's like I don't want to be associated with that company. Like, you know, I'm good. I got other companies that I support. Like, and those are my homies' companies and companies I believe in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need the paychecks from my friends. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather push their shit anyway.
But it's a struggle because, like think about Began. When Began got on Fit Flow, it's like he was an obvious target to get pushed to pro, even when there are other dudes on the team that have been on the team way longer, put in way more work than him.
But he was on Flow, right?
Right.
But he was on Flow.
He did put in the time for 6 months.
But he was on Flow.
Right.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
So you think Adam LZ, if he had done the 6 months Flow, it might have turned out different? Oh
my God. That's the way you're supposed to do things. You don't put just fucking this random fucking kid on. You know what I mean? That's
not telling the team. I could see how that.
That's what I'm saying. You don't just come out of left field and tell squad that you just, you know what I mean? Like, oh, how do you find out? Over the internet? Over the fucking come up?
How did you find out?
I got a fucking phone call because I was in the middle
Who's
of
the phone call from?
Homeboy. Homeboy was like, was trying to start some shit up too, like bust my balls on it, like, you know, like, and I like hadn't heard about it, and like I was just working and doing some shit. I was like in the middle of painting, and this fucking dude's like, he was like, oh, I called you to bust your balls, but you sound busy. I'm like, what? He was like, it was about your new teammate. I'm like, who? And he was like, Adam LZ. I was like, I gotta get off the phone.
You must have not even believed it.
No, I had to get off. No, I got off. I literally just got off the phone. I think I called Gabe first, and I was like, Gabe, I'm telling them I'm out. I'm just letting you know because you're my homie. Like, you know, like you're my brother, and like, you know, this ain't. I was like, I ain't with it. Like, I don't need the paycheck. I'm fucking over it. Like, it ain't worth it to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I hit up Gabe, and then I fucking sent Caleb and Rich a fucking group text, and I was like, yo, terminate my shit.
Uh-huh.
That was it. And then
did they seem bummed?
No, not in the group text.
Uh-huh. What was it? What was the response? Like, all right, fuck you, you fucking go back to Staten Island.
No. Rich was like, okay, thanks for the support, you know. And then Caleb called me. He was like, I didn't have nothing to do with it, blah blah blah. I was like, I know it was Rich's call. He's the one that makes those calls. You know what I mean? I know it's not you. You're just the one that manages all us retards. You know?
Uh-huh.
You're the homie. Like, I know it wasn't you. Like, you don't gotta fucking defend yourself. Like, I'm not out to beat no one up. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like that. Like I said, I'm not that like it's not that big a deal. Like I'm good.
Can you tell us what frame you'll be riding in the next month or so?
Yeah. I think I'm getting a Nair frame.
Okay.
Now.
Hell yeah.
My plan is to, since I don't like I said, I don't need the sponsor. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need a pay. Like, I'm not doing this for the paycheck. I'm gonna fucking ride on like a signature part of all my homies.
Right.
That's awesome.
And then whatever, like, you know what I mean? Whatever, you know, animal shit and. That's it.
Did you ever care about, like, before you got on Stranger, were you, like, really concerned about being a BMX pro, per se, or getting paid to ride? Because it didn't, it never seemed like you were that concerned.
It was just fun. Like, I just love riding. Like, you know what I mean? I got to fucking, like, I grew up riding with Ty, Garrett, you know what I mean? Like, being the opportunity, like, JJ, fucking being able to film with those dudes and, like, you know what I mean? I pretty much lived with those dudes for years, you know? Just making that video. Like, that was BMX. That's what BMX is to me.
Okay, let's get all the way back to the beginning.
All right. As he was saying that, I'm just imagining, because, like, he did lots of shows. He was a show guy. So you've seen that aspect of BMX, too, which is insane.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the beginning.
Let's talk about Staten Island. You were born in Staten Island?
Yeah, born and raised.
And what was that experience like? Tell us a little bit about your childhood. You grew up rich or poor or somewhere in between?
Nah, somewhere, like, I'm not rich or poor. Like, probably somewhere, like, in between.
Okay.
Facts. My parents were divorced.
Uh-huh.
And then my dad was a firefighter in New York. So he was working crazy hours. Like, you know, he was, like as a firefighter in New York, like, I don't know if it's still the same, but he worked, like a 12-hour shift. Like, it'd be 2-day shifts and be off for 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
most
two night shifts and you'd be off for 3 days. So he had like a dope job, but he had like another business on the side.
Okay.
He was a single dad, you know.
So what was that like for you growing up with a single family household? That's pretty interesting.
No, it was like my mom lived in the neighborhood, so it was
so you still got to see her a good amount?
Still got to see my mom a good amount, you know. So it was tight. And then like my family's like big Italian. Like I grew up in my grandparents' house. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
my grandparents raised us. You know what I mean? Like,
is your family kind of a stereotype of a big ass Italian family?
my dad's like my grandma's one of 8. My dad's one of 7.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you got a
Like,
huge family that you're coming from?
Yeah. So and then it's like now I got mad cousins. Like, but they're like they're like I'm the oldest, so they're like my little brothers and sisters.
yeah.
You
What
know
was
I
your
mean? Like,
was your neighborhood like a real cool like like ethnic neighborhood with like everybody knew each other and shit like that too?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
It was like my whole family was in the neighborhood. Like everyone, like my aunt lived on this in this house on the block, and then my grandma lived down the block this way.
Right.
My other aunt we lived around the corner. Like,
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean? And then like so it was like we all lived in the neighborhood. So it was like our family was always super close, and we still try and keep it that way and shit. So it was like I'm the oldest. I gotta go back Christmas. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure I'm back for all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know?
Your dad's still a firefighter?
No, my dad's retired. My dad's retired from.
A couple years ago or what?
Yeah, he got he's on a 9/11 pension.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah,
this on your Instagram the other
he's
day.
like breathing and like he had like injuries prior, so like
So he was there during.
not during the towers falling, like fortunately.
But he
you know
shows
what I mean?
up
Like,
afterwards to help out?
exactly, Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Well, like like soon as
Probably
they hear,
every firefighter in New York,
soon,
right,
as soon
yeah.
as you hear a plane crashes into the fucking twin towers, like I think he was on the golf course. You fucking take your shit. He was stationed in Brooklyn. So he drove from Staten Island, Brooklyn, and then fucking they were only letting emergency service into the city. So I think he had to take like a ferry over into the city.
Wow.
So yeah, so then like I didn't see him for like 3 days.
Jeez.
And
Imagine getting on the ferry knowing that you're going to have to fight the fires associated with 9/11 or help
Yeah.
get people out of the.
Well, that's what.
Jesus.
No, like that's their job, though. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yeah.
that. Like those people. Like you know what I mean? Like those people are fucking heroes. Like they're not thinking like, yo, I could die. Like they're thinking like, I gotta go save some motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like I gotta go get these guys out. Like,
What
you
was
know what I mean?
9/11 like for you?
Me, it was my freshman year of high school,
Uh-huh.
and like I was in a second period of my biology lab, and like we wound up just sitting there, staying in class. We didn't go switch class. I went to an all boy Catholic high school. Like,
Okay.
I was one of those fucking weird smart kids. Randomly, I had full
Were you?
full scholarship.
Or where you are you?
full scholarship for academics. You know?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I was like in these stupid smart classes. So like I was stuck there, and then my aunt wound up come picking me up. My stepmom take me home out of class. So like.
But how'd you feel when you found out? Was this like
No, it was
the
like
most
it was
mind-blowing
crazy 'cause,
thing
I
ever?
didn't have like at that time like I had some bullshit cell phone like
Right.
you know, my dad wasn't hooking me up with no fucking tight cell phone, like shit was whack.
Right.
And like I couldn't get in contact with him, you know what I mean? And then so my aunt came, picked me up, drove us home, and like the way you had to take like you go along the water like that's right by the Staten Island ferry. So
Right.
you're like you pass this, you see the whole city skyline, so you just see the fucking
And you
see
must
it smoking. You
it's
know what I mean?
quite
Like,
a vantage point just watching it from there. Yeah.
That's what like there's 2 like public schools right there, and like everyone just fucking left school in public school. You know what I mean? Like you could just walk the fuck out.
Right.
Like us, we're stuck. It's like you're paying for school.
Yeah,
You're
they're
stuck.
not gonna
you
let
know what I
you
mean? You
out,
ain't
yeah.
like getting let the fuck out Catholic school. So like I got taken out, and then like because at that time they were like, yo, your dad went, like he's there. So like they were like we didn't know what was gonna happen. You know.
Yeah.
The whole world was gonna end. You know, in our eyes.
It probably
Like,
seemed like that,
yeah,
right?
exactly,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck knows what's going on? You got 2 planes flying into fucking buildings. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. And then it's like, your dad's going in there, like, and then you can't. He doesn't have a cell phone on him. You know, he's looking for
Holy
trying to help
shit.
people. So and then, but the worst part, like, I feel the worst. Like I know my dad lost a lot of his friends. My stepmom, like, that's how my parents met. Like, my stepmom and my dad met. My dad was like on a medical leave, and she was like one of the head secretaries for the 4 main chiefs of the whole fire department. So she worked in the Metro Tech Center, like and I think 3 of her 4 bosses died, like because the chiefs are the first ones to fucking be in there. And then like the first guy to die was the pastor, was the priest of the whole fire department. And like I met all these people back when I was like 12. So it was like, and this happened like not too, I was 14 when it happened.
Yeah.
So it was like I just recently met these people too.
Holy
it was like,
shit.
because like I remember she took me in there. I played baseball like when I was young. I played baseball in Japan when I was 12. So I made
Really?
some I played for some like all-star team.
Why'd you just because you were doing so well in
No, I like tried out for some all-star team, and they picked like 2 kids from every borough, and then they picked the rest at random. So I was one of the 2 kids from Staten Island.
Wow.
And
Crazy.
then like they took us. It was like McDonald's sponsored it, and then so I got to go to Tokyo for 2 weeks. It was tight. We got to live with the fucking family of the other team and shit. So it was like
Wow.
he played like a series against like their best. You know, it was like the best
That's
in New
fucking
York.
sick.
Yeah, so it was tight. So that was my Tokyo experience.
See, what's all? Gabe Brooks went to Russia for gymnastics when he was 12. Everybody's doing all this cool shit. When I was 12, I had my thumb in my mouth. I was sitting on the couch watching MTV.
When I was 12, I had my thumb in a girl.
Gabe. Wow. So what was that like for your dad? Was he a changed person after having to see all that fucking horror?
That shit ain't right. You know,
Yeah.
still, you know what I mean? Like, he's like that shit. Like, I was just out there. Recently, he flew me out there. I have a half brother, and he was actually born that 6/11/01. So it was like 3 months to the day.
Wow.
You know, like it was trippy. You know, so he just actually made his confirmation. So my dad flew me out there. The whole family hadn't been together in years. My sister's like a fucking gypsy. She's all over the place.
You're basically a gypsy as well, right?
Exactly. So it's like me and her, we're all over the place, you know? So it's like,
Right.
for us to all come together, it was tight. And it was like, it was like me and her we're not really going to church every fucking Sunday. Like, you know,
Per
so
se,
it's
yeah.
like, we're not those humans. So it was interesting. But like, it was right around 9/11. And it's like, you could see it, like, still to this day. Like, he goes up to New York. You know, he's down in South Carolina now. He's retired. But he's like, he goes up to New York and he's like, gets all fit. You've seen him running like to fit in his uniform and shit. Like, he like takes pride in that shit, you know.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, you know, it's like a big deal for him.
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
And he like goes up there and does all the shit, and he gets all like, you know, he used to get all fucked up, and now he learned his lesson. Like, he doesn't drink and shit no more. And shit.
Oh, he's been sober for a while now.
Yeah, he's been doing good.
When are you going sober?
Well, I don't fucking really drink.
Yeah.
You sipping on that Pellegrino over
Yeah,
there.
this shit's classy shit, bro.
That's dope. Growing up in Staten Island though, what was your relationship like with like the other boroughs? Like, do you go to Manhattan a lot as a kid and stuff before you started riding?
It's like random weird shit though. Like, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that if
Like,
you
it's
like 'cause
weird.
Staten
You
Island
know-
especially is a fucking hassle to get back and
Well,
forth.
not
Yeah, you
really.
gotta
Like,
take
if
the
you
boat.
take the ferry, you're chilling.
The ferry is chill. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's free, bro. You know what I mean? You don't got to pay the toll. You don't got to sit in
You
the
know how
fucking
many
car.
times
You
I
don't
use
gotta
that
sit in
as a
traffic.
date for girls who are visiting
Yeah,
from
bro,
other
you get to
places?
fucking
Yeah.
see the Statue of Liberty. You could get the beer on the ferry. You
It's
get the
free.
presidential blowjob on the ferry you want. They don't give a fuck.
I never took it that far, but that's a great idea.
You
It takes like an
that's what I'm
hour,
saying.
you know.
Yeah, it's a half-hour ride. So it's
Yeah, so you
27
do it there,
minutes,
you do it
26 minutes.
back. Not to
Yeah.
mention the subway ride to get there and back, and then you're in downtown Manhattan. You could take them,
Bro, they're
walk through Battery
they're
Park.
building the biggest fucking Ferris wheel in the fucking world there now.
Really?
In Staten Island, I swear to God.
Wow.
swear
So
to
then
God.
you're going
And
to
so
move
it's-
back and operate it?
Fuck no. Fuck no. You know I gotta have a piece in that shit. No, it's not.
I went to
amazing.
Staten Island one time. The first time I went to New York, I wanted to go to Staten Island to go to the Wu Wear store.
Wow, okay.
And I took the ferry over, and the fucking...
Of course you did, you shameless wigger piece of shit.
I just
He's got a
wanted- I
Wu-Tang
just-
backtrap.
I just
Back,
this was
tramp
back in the
stamp.
fucking 90s when Wu-Tang... Well, Wu-Tang
This is
still
still the
staying.
fucking shit.
They are
Yeah,
still
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
we're all children of
I
Wu-Tang,
convinced
right?
three
Yeah.
of my fucking friends to
Ghostface
take the
still
ferry
regulating?
over,
Yep.
and we get over there, and the Wu Wear store's closed. Because it's like a Sunday, and it's like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then we fuck around for a little bit. I forget what time the last ferry is, like midnight or something.
No, they run 2-4. Yeah, 24.
Well, this is in the 90s. Maybe it didn't.
Yeah,
We fucked up somehow, but I was standing outside, and I can't remember if if we were in Staten Island or we had made it back. I think we had already made it back. And we're just sitting there, and I ran into this fucking, we're on the street, and this guy's like, yo, what's up with you guys? I was like, oh, we're from BMX riders from Ohio. I was like, we just gone over to the Wu Wear store. They were closed. He's like, oh, you like the Wu Tang? And I was like, yeah. He's like,
Was it Papa Wu?
He was like, yeah. I showed him my Wu Tang tattoo, and he was like, oh, hold on a second. He's like, I'm friends with one of the Wu Tang members. Let me go upstairs. I'll get you one of their mixtapes. He goes upstairs. So I'm sitting there with my fucking 3 friends for 45 minutes. He never came back. He never came back.
That's amazing. It's like you got robbed, but not out of something you had, but something you briefly thought.
Oh my god, my friend Chuck hates that night because he didn't want to go to Staten Island to begin with. And we go over there and the fucking Wu Wear store's closed. We get fucking shammed out of a fucking mixtape.
Wow.
But that's the only time I've ever been to Staten Island.
You know, this is the second Staten Islander that we've interviewed, along with Ed Polio.
Polio, that's
and
right.
He was an early influence. But if we keep going at this rate, we might interview every single person in Staten Island because there's probably like 76 more, and then we're done.
There's those trail riders.
No, there's a lot.
trail
There's a
riders.
lot
Yeah.
nowadays. They get, dude, Ed's doing his thing out there, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of kids
Ed's
fucking
killing it.
riding,
Ed's
dude.
fucking killing it.
Tell us about like your early days riding BMX. Did you know him from super early on?
Ed taught me how to bunny hop.
Wow.
Really?
So what
Ed
age are we
Polio-
talking that you picked up a bike, and what was early
12?
days of riding?
I was 12, and it was like in my neighborhood there was like it was like they just built all these new houses and shit, and then like so the road dead end like had a dead end, and it was just like sand flats, and people used to go rip their fucking quads in there and get chased out and shit like that. So it was owned by the Parks Department in New York. So these kids from my neighborhood like just built like a half pipe. It was like an 8 foot, like over 8 foot on one side and like a 7 foot on the other side, 8 foot wide. And like I was like the homie on the block, like kid I grew up with, he was like, "Oh, check out this ramp." So I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's go." Like, hell yeah! Like I didn't have a real bike at the time. I think I had some bullshit Royce Union or something, like some like Toys R Us junk. And like I was like, I ain't fucking taking this thing down there. Like, you know what I mean? So like actually I had fucking like skates at the time because like the other homie skated and had like I think he had like an S&M too. Like I don't even know what the fuck that shit is. And like so I went down there and then like I dropped in on his bike like double peg in, dropped in like first try, and I was like, wow, this shit's fucking sick, you know? Like I was like, this tight, like fuck. I was gonna get skates for Christmas. I was like, fuck that. I got the fucking BMX. Like had mom buy me I had GT Performer.
Hell yes.
Yeah, and with the mag wheels, I was all fucking stoked. And
What
then,
year
like,
are we talking here?
I don't know. I was fucking 12.
12, and you're like 3 years younger than me, so maybe.
Wait. I'm 28. Yeah, I'm 28. So it's like
16 years.
Wow, that's
what
a
color?
lot.
What color was
99?
your bike?
Red.
Red GT
Yeah,
Performer
I had
with
a red-
mags.
Yeah.
That's
facts.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
dope.
And then like I upgraded to triple wall Alex wheels.
Right,
and shit,
of course.
you know
How
what
can
I
you
mean?
not? Yeah, take you all day to get the fucking tire on and off.
Yeah.
Remember how hard it was?
God.
But no, like that shit was like those fools, and then like Ed came along because they were from a different neighborhood, and like they had like previously had like some crazy ramps, I guess, and shit like that, and then they came over there, and then like that was it. Like they started coming more, and then taught us the art of fucking acquiring what we needed to build ramps.
Right, because
like,
you were
yeah.
you were.
You know what I mean? Like,
They don't joke around about that. Stealing wood to build ramps out is a big deal now, right?
It's not
Yeah.
stealing wood. We acquired a lot of shit.
Acquired.
Okay. Acquiring wood is kind of a
Yeah.
big deal
Back
now,
then,
right? Or-
yeah,
Bro,
it's a big deal
bro,
now. It's hard to do now.
On the motherfuckers, as soon as random motherfuckers turned 18, renting U-Hauls, clearing out construction sites, like,
Yeah.
fucking like we had generators, and by the like that one we like they wound up building it was like it had like it was like 7 foot quarters, 24 foot fucking wide, and then it had like 5 foot street spine, and then like a 4 foot street spine next to it, and then like 7 foot quarters, and they were keep going. They were gonna build a box jump. Then the city was like, "Yo, you got to take it down. Or we're gonna fucking be like tear it down." My family like randomly owned like a piece of property that like my family builds houses and shit back. They're contractors and shit. Like, fortunately, so that's what like I always did as a kid. Like I always had a job. Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't really have to have one because I always had that to fall back on.
See, life is nice when you're part of this big ass Italian clan, and they got a job waiting for you. They probably had a. You have an arranged marriage, no?
Nah, fuck.
No, that's an Italian thing, right?
Nah, that's like some fucking Middle Eastern shit. About all that.
But yo, so then what? Then you built your own ramps on this plot of land.
Yeah, so like it was like it wound up being like 1,000 foot long by like 300 foot wide.
Wow.
And like it was in the, like it went down, like you had to fucking there was like some Beamer that was like trashed and shit. Cause that's what people used to do. They used to steal cars and fucking. Those are some people used to do. They used to steal cars and
some
fucking,
people still do.
they used
Yeah,
to burn them and shit in there, and that's where they would like that's where they get rid of the cars.
right.
And so there was like there was a trail, and then there was like this fucking Beamer there, and then it hooked to the left, and then bro, we had like this massive shit. Like it was 16 foot wide box jump, 5 foot high, 8 foot quarter afterwards, and then there was a 12 foot vert wall to that.
Really?
And then it was everything fucking double layered, decks, and all this shit, and then fucking 16 foot wide spine mini, like 7 foot quarters with 5 foot street spine, and then behind that was a 24 foot wide 5 foot mini with a 7 foot extension on one side with a wall ride in the back of it.
Damn.
So it had a fucking skate park. We like Ed Polio, like from the get, has been building skate parks. So, like, that like I learned how to build ramps like that. You know what I mean? And like that's why I enjoy all that. Like I enjoy like the fucking riding part, the building part, like because of that dude. You know what I mean? Like it was like the part. That's how I had to ride. Like you
See,
had to build.
it's funny to me too because like
we didn't have like crazy street spots like in the city.
But see,
know what
that's
I
the
mean?
funny thing too about you because like there's so many kids that have only know you from the Deadline video.
Yeah,
and
I
they
saw
have-
that
and
in
they
the
have
Adam
no-
LZ comments for
and they
sure.
have-
A lot of kids
yeah,
like,
yeah.
who the hell is this guy?
And they have no idea like what he's capable of on ramps.
Right.
He
Yes.
destroys ramps. People have no idea.
And
First dude I ever saw do a flip whip.
Really?
Right there. Yeah,
So-
at the Brooklyn Banks.
At the Brooklyn Banks.
Brooklyn Banks.
Okay, so we got to talk about the banks because the banks are eerily close to where you grew up. How long did it take you to figure out that you could hop on that ferry and you are all of a sudden at like the world's best natural skate park?
Well, that had a lot to do with like Ed and them, like you know what I mean, like that, like I didn't know anything.
Oh,
It was,
so
like,
they
as soon
already
as
knew, yeah.
they started bringing me over there, and then like I remember the homie like backwards grinded the rail back in the day, the homie guy, and I was like, holy shit, I'll never fucking do shit like that.
Really?
And I was like, because I was all into like riding ramps and shit, like I wanted like. I looked up to kids like fucking Scotty Cranmer because he was the same age as me, and he was like actually, you know, that was our local indoor park. There was the only indoor park around, so that we'd troop it out there, and that was like at the foam pit. That was like
Right. So you were making the trek out to Ride Incline Club.
Oh yeah, when I
even
lived
back
in
then?
Staten Island. Yeah. That's how I knew about like Lakewood and shit, and then like down the road, like moving down to Jersey, like randomly, my grandparents moved down there, and I moved down there with them.
I thought it was because you got in trouble with the school or the law.
Yeah, went to school. You know, I was a little shithead back then.
Hard to believe.
It wasn't the law. It was just like I didn't like now. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like I didn't, you know, like I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And at the time, I didn't smoke weed. I chose other fucking retarded things.
Like what?
Like
crystal meth?
No. Unfortunately, no. We don't do crystal meth on Staten Island.
We as a group. I'm sure that there's got to be somebody.
I mean, there's a few, probably one or two tweakers, but it's not like fucking walking down fucking Skid Row. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
yeah, it's a little different out here.
It's like, I got into stupid shit, and fortunately, I got the stupid shit out of my way when I was young.
What kind of stupid shit were you doing though, aside from stealing ramps?
No, I was doing blow.
Oh, as a 14-year-old?
No, like 16.
Oh, okay,
like,
shit.
You know what I mean? Like 16, instead of drinking and like, you know, like drinking and doing blow. I didn't like smoking weed.
And your parents figured out that you were doing hard drugs?
Yeah, my dad was crazy, bro. Because like my dad and my mom had a crazy relationship. My mom got into drugs and
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? So my dad was like real fucking neurotic, like, you know what I mean? Just like motherfucker was on drugs all the time, you know? So he was like constantly like piss testing me, like every time he'd be fucking up, because he was like that type of dude that just you had to do fucking super good in school because we were smart.
Right.
So if you were fucking up a little bit or not paying attention type shit, like he'd fucking hit you with the random drug test. 'Cause he was all paranoid from getting fucked over by like my mom and shit.
And also, I think when you raise kids in New York City or even Staten Island, it's like you learn to be overprotective at a young age because there's so many bad influences.
Well,
right?
my dad was young. My dad was fucking 20 years old when he had me. 21 years old.
Wow,
so like,
okay.
I remember my dad fucking dealing with phone calls. I think he was a fucking bookie back in the day when I was like young. You know what I mean? You know, talking code on the fucking house phone like an idiot. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, shit you don't do nowadays. But it was like, you know, but like that's like the environment I was raised. My dad was, you know, did what he had to do. Like,
but was there always like a crime element? Did you know that like dudes that in your family or dudes in your neighborhood were doing shady shit even from a young age?
No, shady shit. I mean, we had a bunch of fireworks all the time.
Hell yeah, I love fireworks.
Cartons of cigarettes.
Love fireworks.
I love fireworks.
We were hearing the story. No, there was always fun. There was never growing up. There was never a lack of fireworks on the 4th of July. I'll tell you that.
That's a typical Italian thing. Like the Italians in Youngstown would
celebrate,
always
right?
get
Yeah.
buck wild with. And actually, all the fireworks stores in my hometown are owned by Italians.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
What's your number one favorite place to eat in Staten Island? And what do you order there?
I don't know. Right, like when I go back, because it's like I don't know, kind of it's in the neighborhood I grew up in, like Royal Crown. It's got bomb ass sandwiches, like fucking. It's like a bakery, but the bread, it's fucked up.
What kind of
the balsamic?
What do you order in?
Fucked up.
What do you order when you go there?
Grilled chicken, fresh mozzarella, roasted peppers, and balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
What's your favorite family meal?
Grandma's Sunday pasta. What do you mean?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, we don't know enough
You've
about
never
it.
invited us.
I've actually never had lunch with your grandma, unfortunately.
I want to know what it.
You gotta come back east with me one time.
Super down. Yeah.
We'll get the fuck off in Jersey. I'll tell you that.
All right. Yeah, we'll be the coolest. We probably got the most followers in Staten Island.
I couldn't imagine what partying with him back there, because I don't know if you guys know, if you're gonna party in Los Angeles, you want to go out with this dude.
No.
Really?
This dude.
No.
See, that's interesting you say that, because usually when me and Augie go out together, we go to the bar and we stand around like a couple of old farts. And just
Well, I'm old farting these days.
I've seen the TMZ stuff. I've seen limos and TMZ videos.
I hang out with some people sometimes.
I want to hang out with those people.
All right.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Hey, fill this in for me.
I'm telling you.
You go to Jersey,
Yeah.
and how do you become like Scotty Cranmer's BFF?
Well, no, because I knew him from like going there all the time.
Right.
My homie got his license and shit, and then like he was just like, I don't know, he likes like him and Scotty like became like really good friends. So like he would drive out there all the time. I would fucking jump in with him, and then like when I had the opportunity to, you know, when I could fucking trickle some money out of my dad, fucking go out there. You know, my dad was all about me playing baseball and shit. You know what I mean? Growing up, so it was like, you know, I remember fucking telling him like getting like in trouble in school and shit, like not. Like getting detention, and then fucking my dad would be like, "You're not going out," and take my bike away. You know what I mean? Like that was my punishment. All the fucking. So I had to fucking dress in my fucking baseball outfit like I was riding my bike to practice to fucking go ride my ramps and shit. You know what I mean?
So
like,
then you'd learn double pegs or ice pick stalls with the fucking baseball costume on and cleats and shit.
Nah, no fucking cleats.
Shut the fuck up. You'd ride wearing that.
Nah, yeah. Facts. Yeah.
The outfit, the full
whole
outfit.
kit. Yeah, why not?
Looking like Babe Ruth.
Yeah, looking like Babe Ruth, ready to knock the shit out the park, bro.
That's amazing.
Yeah, bro.
Imagine rolling out to a skate park in Babe Ruth doing double pegs on the
What do you think? What do you think Malali's is like, bro? Yeah.
Oh God!
Wow. So were you going up there too? Going all the way to the Bronx?
That was the first real skate park I ever rode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like first contest I ever rode.
That what year was that? Because that might have been where we met. I think.
Dude,
Maybe.
I have no fucking idea.
I was just looking at their website. Were you there when they had the Sick or their Instagram page?
Six-pack?
No, when they had the Sick of It All concert.
Ooh.
Sick of It All played at Malali
No,
at a contest.
I
but I remember when I remember they had the 6-pack of horrible spines.
Yeah,
they were like the most.
Delecky's like the only one that would kill that.
Yeah. Remember in Day Job he jumps them all.
Yeah.
Delecky in a row. That's
Delecki,
his opening clip, I believe. Yeah.
The hardest fucking spines to jump.
They were really that hard.
Man.
Yeah.
They were like 6-foot decks.
Yeah.
They weren't.
It was like a 3-foot deck, right?
Yeah, but it was so quick in the in between. Like there was no it wasn't like an 8-foot gap and a fucking.
Hey, Catfish, throw that on the list of spines I've jumped in my day.
See, and we go back to this. Adam swears that he can jump a 5-foot spine, street spine. No, he thinks he can 180 a 5-foot street spine.
My quote was that I have jumped spines before, and he was like, "You've never jumped a spine. You could never jump a spine." I'm like, "I have jumped spines as a kid," and then I said that when I was like 17, 18, that I 180 a 5-foot spine, and he lost his mind.
Yeah, because we've been having this argument that he's a better rider than me, and that's
that seems obvious.
100% false.
You're an 80-year-old man.
100% false.
When did you start hanging out with Garrett? And was that like the deadline thing? As soon as you started hanging out with him?
I don't know. I met Garrett like through riding Lakewood and shit. Like I knew him for like a long time, and then like I was actually, what was I doing? I was like started going to like the community college out there after high school, and I was like in Tom's River. So like I had trooped to Tom's River all the time. So he had ramps at his house and shit. So like I think he was like 14 or something. Like he was like a freshman in high school.
Oh, so you didn't really know he was going to be the man at that point?
No, I mean he rode for Etnies. He was sick. Like,
he was a really good 14-year-old.
He was retarded. Yeah. We rode at the skate park and shit. Like, but like his dad had like the shoe company and like
triangle, pyramid.
Yeah. So like I actually like rocked his dad's shit. Like you know what I mean.
Really?
So I was actually like I'm real close with Garrett probably because I'm like super tight with his dad because I'd be done with like my classes. I go there, kick it with his dad, wait for Garrett to get out of school so we could ride the fucking ramps and shit, you know. And then like that's just what I did every day because it was like I had someone to ride with.
Yeah, his dad was awesome. You ever meet his dad?
Yeah,
I didn't, but I've heard about
the best dude. In
he
the
had
fucking
so
world,
much
man,
energy.
Dude.
Like he loved being around
BMX,
him,
dude.
yeah.
Like he loved fucking everything about it, and like he loved like and Garrett like was the man. Like he had the dude, and like.
But he passed when Garrett was super young, still, right?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it sucked. Fucking, I remember like that shit sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, I was like, had, like literally hung out with his dad like every fucking day. Like, you know, it was like.
Was that around the time that you guys started using the Deadline name?
No, that was like Garrett and like the other homie Corey. Like when I was around, like that was like it kind of just started coming around, and then it was just like me, and then like a couple other like little homies that we all rode with. It was just became the crew, and then,
you started to just kind of use that name.
Yeah, and then it just stuck. Like that was just our thing, and then I remember we took our first trip. We took like a trip down to North Carolina. We met Ty. We took and then like Ty kind of became part of the crew. You know, JJ would come out from Philly and like kick it. Like,
was it obvious from sort of early on that you were working on a DVD?
Yeah, like we were just like it was just that thing. Like we got camera, like they got cameras, and like we were just trying to film, like have fun. Like that's what. I don't know, like that's kind of like all I know about riding. It's like go out and film. Like,
yeah, go out.
That's like
fun.
what motivates me to like go and try some shit. Like I ain't gonna go fucking session like a fucking like a little handrail, a little fucking flat ledge. Just that's not. I don't find fun in that. Like I'm trying to go film some.
No
shit.
offense, Adam.
No, by all means.
No, that's just me. That's my the way I enjoy riding because I guess it's maybe from the riding ramps and shit.
Yeah.
I like being in the air and like the thrill of like fucking, I don't know, like landing something once, like
Right.
not like, I don't know, I can't sit there and I got the fucking patience for all that shit. I respect it, I love it, like, but it's not my way.
Yeah.
So did you didn't live in California the whole time that you were working on a deadline?
Nah, dude, we all had a house like.
Oh, the SD house.
No, we had a house in Jersey and shit.
Oh, before that too. Right,
yeah, there's like all that like B-roll shit, like that's all like old Philly shit and shit, because we lived like my uncle had a house, he hooked it up, like I rented it from him, so we all just moved in the house. We had like a dope ass BMX house. Garrett fucking had the homie paid the homie to build a fucking dope ass bowl in the garage and shit.
Right.
Like it was super fucking legit. Like like it was nuts.
And was that just like the most insane time ever? Was it just like,
dude, it was sick. And that was like
partying your asses off all the time?
Yeah, because it was like Garrett was going, like he would just, I think Garrett was still in high school when he moved in my house. Like,
Was that the house with the girl, you're smacking the girl in the ass with the...
that's not me smacking nobody, no ass.
But the way you just said that with all the double negatives makes you think he really did.
Whatchamacallit? No, yeah, but that's the house.
Okay,
yeah, that's the hell house.
Yeah, it looks like a Jersey house.
They had an art, like Ride did, did like an article randomly. It came through and it had like ducks there and shit. Like
Ducks?
Yeah, it had, like, because I bought these ducks to piss off.
A real duck.
No, I bought these 2 ducks, right?
A living duck.
I bought these ducks to piss off.
Well,
Dot. I can't wait to see where this goes.
It was like I had this big ass yard, so I had ramps and shit, like fucking. But I had this neighbor that would fucking park, like, so it would be a dead end, and then I had a driveway, so I had a fucking like spot, like a Spox type thing, and then I had like a fucking wedge to wedge with some ledges and a quarter pipe after it, so you could fucking pedal in from the backyard, like. But this motherfucker would block the driveway, and then like really started pissing me off. So I like was driving randomly down the highway to go do something, and like go buy something random, like a pig. I was just looking for a pig.
It's just all animals.
Well, no, because the guy was pissing me off because he kept blocking the fucking driveway, so it was making it hard for me to fucking ride.
So you were gonna go buy a pig?
Pig to put build a pig pen next to his fucking house. And it would stink, you know what I mean? Like,
wait, what?
That was my goal.
A literal pig pen?
Yeah, like build a pig, like have a fucking pet pig, like a farm animal, because the farm animal smells like shit.
Right.
And it would stink so bad that he would not want to live there no more. And like, you know what I mean?
Wait,
like,
so do you often seek out revenge using animals? Is this a normal thing?
This is just a random fucking thing. Like, I was living in Jersey at the time. I felt like a hillbilly. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
jeez, a pig.
Yeah.
Ducks.
Yeah, no, but so then I seen, like, I was driving down the highway and I seen these 2 ducks, like this duck with the family following it, and it was stuck in between the shoulder and the fucking median. I was like, oh, these poor fucking ducks. So I get to this fucking place where I'm looking for a pig, can't get the pig, so I settled for the ducks. So for 2 ducks because it was way cheaper. Anyway, and then so
What did 2 ducks cost?
I don't know, they were cheap, bro. They were like little babies.
Up to this point in the story, had you considered asking him to stop parking there?
What? No, he's a prick.
Oh, so you had asked him, and
he's
so
a prick.
instead
Like,
you decided to retaliate with animals.
Yeah, this is a prick move.
It reminds me of like Noah's Ark. Like he's walking up, he's got the pigs, the ducks, maybe some other animals.
I had 2
some frankincense and myrrh.
I had the pit bull, and like the pit bull didn't do it. Like, you know what I mean? So whatever. So then I get these ducks, and these fucking ducks wind up being a male and a fucking female, and wind up fucking. And like, so now I got eggs. My cousin's over here. He's got a halogen over the damn thing, fucking hatching the eggs in my bathtub, and Z's there fucking doing like this little house thing.
And what was Z's reaction as a vegan?
I don't know. He was fucking.
He might not have been psyched.
I don't know. I think he had been psyched. Because we were bringing him out, bringing him to life. You know what I mean? We were hatching the motherfuckers.
True, that is pro-vegan. Yeah,
pro-vegan,
pro-animal.
Yeah.
And well, the whole point was to fucking have them. I thought they were gonna fly over the fence into the guy's pool and shit in it. So that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
They wind up fucking and having babies, and then I had fucking massive amounts of ducks.
But did you feel like you had to take care of the ducks, or was it just kind of like, oh, fuck
yeah, I was obligated.
Yeah,
dude. Like I built them a pen. It was tight. You know what I mean? And then like because I had a pit, so I couldn't have like the dog fucking go after the ducks.
I absolutely cannot believe what. That was the strangest route that could have taken.
That was awesome.
Sorry,
that might have been one of the best answers we've ever heard on this show.
Did you always feel like, well, okay, let's talk about them moving to San Diego. When did you guys all decide that you were going to do that? And what was that house like? Was that the most lit house imaginable?
I wasn't really involved in that whole shit.
But you were out there, right?
Yeah, I like went out there afterwards. I kind of went out there. It was like, I don't know, kind of fucked up. But it was like, Garrett, it was that U.S. Open shit.
Yeah.
They had that, I got in the house, and like, then fucking like, he invited me to go do that with him and shit. Like, and unfortunately I was on my way to the airport, and I like got a phone call, and like my mom died. Like that, on my way there, like to go to the contest, like, you know what I mean? And like, I didn't know how. My mom like was living in Texas at the time, and she had like drug problems and shit, you know what I mean? So it's like, fucking, it was like, it was a fucked up time. So it was like, yo, my sister was in India, like, and she's in the hospital. She just broke her elbow, getting surgery in her fucking elbow. So I'm on the phone with her, and she was just like, she was like, I'm going to stay here and do my thing. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go ride it out. I'm going to go to I was on my way to the Philadelphia airport to go. And I was like, well, I'm going to go. I'm going to go, keep my mind off this and go do my thing. This is what makes me happy, riding bikes, like. So I went out there for that. And then, like, after that, like, everyone won money. Like, everyone got paid. So, like, I just used that money to stay out there and kick it with them. And then, like, I had just kept going back and forth for a little while. And so, like, I never really lived there. Like, but I, like, wound up staying there for a little while afterwards because I was just, like, wasn't really feeling like going home,
Was it tough when your mom passed for you, or was that, like...
Yeah, no, that shit's weak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit sucks, Like, that was just random. My mom was young. She was, like, 44 years old. Like, she was in bed. Like, hell, she had epilepsy and shit like that. And, like, she had, she was addicted to Xanax and fucking, like, when I finally did get the death certificate back, like, that's how I had to find out about, it was drug intoxication and, like, the epilepsy. So it was like, she, like, you fucking take Xanax, you fucking forget what you're doing, when you're taking your pills, you know what I mean? Like, you just, like, type shit. You could be mixing all these fucked up medicines, and you don't even know because you're all fucked up, and you're in your own zone. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Xanax.
Kids,
like,
don't mess with the pills.
That's why I don't fuck with the prescription. That's why you see me smoke the fuck out of this weed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is why. Like, I don't fuck with those things. Like, I don't fuck with, like, drugs like that. Like, I've seen my friends.
Everybody grew up with, right?
Everybody I grew up with, that was, like, my generation. Like, everyone's hooked on pills back home.
Right.
Everyone's hooked on pills, and now they can't get their hands on pills. Everyone's hooked on fucking dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what it's like
when
when you go back, and it's like, it's either they have a nice family or, like, things are going well, and if they're not going well, they're
it's
just...
fucking horribly wrong right
Yes.
now, and that's, like, the generation we grew up in, and it's like, fortunately, I seen that, I had, like, that my personal experience with my mother, and, like, that just turned me the fuck off. Like, when everyone was getting into him, like, even just fucking all the homies telling them who was getting them with doctor, you know what I mean? Back in fucking where I grew up, everyone went to the fucking doctor, you know what I mean? Like, everyone could go to no one, it's fucking crooked. Everybody's crooked. Like, that's why I don't fuck with the doctors, really. Like, I mean, like, they're all about making fucking money, you know what I mean? Like, I know some shit, like, like, facts. Like, that's why it's like, that's why it's like, I don't promote I'm not promoting weed smoking. This is just me dealing with me being crazy, like, probably needing Adderall and Xanax, or, like, what your regular doctor would prescribe you. This is what that does for me. You know what I mean? And it's not going to kill me.
That's how you feel, like, because probably a lot of people, you're not super secretive about smoking weed.
Dude,
What's your perspective on it? And do you ever feel weird about the fact that little kids know that you're smoking weed and drinking Pellegrino and wearing
facts. I'm being a fucking gentleman. What do you want me to tell you? But, no, that's why it's like I don't feel bad about it, because it's like I'm not. It's like I'd rather see these kids pick up a fucking joint than a fucking beer. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest with you, I feel like beer is a bigger gateway drug than weed.
Yeah, for sure.
I like, me and my homie were fucking talking about it. We were like, you go out to the bar, and, like, people ain't fiending to smoke a joint. When you're drinking, people are fucking, who's getting a bag of blow? You know what I mean? Like, that's the reality of it. So I feel like, dude, even alcohol for me personally is worse. That's like my trigger for fucking me. I get a few shots of me, and it's like full fucking throttle. You know what I mean? That's why it's like me, like, I pick and choose my battles when I'm drinking nowadays. You know what I mean? I've learned my lessons. Fortunately, I'm 28. See, you know what I mean? Like,
there's somebody who works for Vital BMX that has taken shots at me for the whole weed thing, but he's posting beer on his Instagram like a lot more than the average person.
Why are you bringing that up?
Because I'm just saying. I mean, I just think it's ridiculous. Like, there's nobody on earth that would argue that beer is better for you than weed.
There's no reason to even say who that was.
Who gives a fuck? I don't care.
I know, but
I'm naming names.
This is the Augie. See, kids, this is your fucking leader, right?
Well, he just made me think about the fact that somebody has talked shit about me unfairly as well.
I know, but why couldn't you just be like, oh yeah, there's that one guy. There's a guy that I know. Or
no, I'll call him out by name. It's not like it's a secret that I've got issues with these people.
God damn it, Adam. God damn it, Adam.
See, it's like my
sometimes we subtweet, sometimes we don't.
My thing with the weed thing is, like, I got my personal experience, and, like, that's what my basis is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got a fucking, you know what I mean? I don't got webisodes and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't letting the world know what goes behind that. Like, that's my personal life. You know what I mean? Like, that's, you want to know the drama about it? Yeah, there's plenty of drama in my life. There's plenty of drama in everybody's life, but that's not what I'm trying to bring out. I'm riding bikes, having fun.
Yeah.
That's what riding bikes does for me. It makes me forget about all that shit.
That's dope. Well, I also have on this list Barcelona. Let's tell us a little bit about that trip, and maybe if we're really lucky, we can get you to replay this fight story.
The fucking place was nuts. That place was lit. Yeah, Garrett was nuts. Like,
so is this as good as it sounds? He actually took all you guys out there on this big ass trip for the DVD.
He won fucking Do Tour. Yeah, he was like,
oh, so that was that money.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming so. That's when Garrett was like fucking killing it. You know what I mean? Like,
because there was more contests at the time.
Yeah, dude.
If there were still all those contests, he would be winning them as well. But
it's facts.
Those are the fun ones, man.
Yeah, he was out there for that Barcelona one. They had that Nike one.
The Nike one, yeah.
And then fucking he was out there already. And then he he was buying tickets the day before.
Oof.
Like, he was that dude. Like, Garrett's not an organized human being. Like,
even still,
I don't know. I can't speak for him now. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's paying other motherfuckers. You know, like, I'm sure he's like paying people with fees and shit.
Right.
Like, people got jobs and shit. You know. He's riding his bike, killing it. I'm sure other people are doing some shit, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't fucking.
Barcelona. What did it blow your mind into a million pieces? And let's hear this fight story.
All right.
This is awesome.
You know all about this?
I was there. I wasn't there, but I was there with them during this, and I met them after.
What were you off doing?
We were there for the Barcelona, the Nike Barcelona
That's
contest.
That's when I met Lacey.
Were they? Yeah, because that was the night that Lacey.
Oh, the pool or.
What's
no,
that
was in England.
No, it was a Nike Barcelona. Nike did a contest in Barcelona. It was a park contest. It was like 75 G's.
Yeah, it was bread too.
And it was crazy because they did it so gnarly. They had like all the biggest park riders in the world, and they invited 4 teams to come film there. So at one time in Barcelona, there were like 60 pro BMX riders that were all in the city. We had heard stories about people getting arrested, and then wild shit that happened with these guys.
Well, fucking like our crew. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you bring in a bunch of guys that never really been out of the country. Like, never been, like, we go on road trips together, you know what I mean? So, and we go to the bar and we get fucking wild.
I have the best picture I'm going to send you that you can superimpose in this of us with us. It's like all of us together. This night he's talking about.
It's like, so I don't know, we're wasted one night, and like, we're leaving the bar, and this kid fucking, I don't know, I think he grabbed the homie Jesse's hat off his head, like, and then like said some shit. No one really seen it, and then like I think it was like 2 of the homies, half of them, I forget who dipped back to the hostel, because at that point we got kicked out of the hotel that Garrett had gotten us, so we were staying at a hostel, and fucking, so yeah, then I see like people like fighting, like, and then they're like, yo, that's Jesse. It was the homie. I was like, what? And then so we all jump in, right? And then I don't know, I'm just swinging on whoever's not my friend. We're just fighting. Everybody's getting punched. Like, we were outnumbered, bro. Like, we were outnumbered.
And wait, these are Spanish guys?
No, they wound up being like Argentinian rugby players, bro. Like, they were monsters.
If you were gonna pick any sport to take on BMX dudes, the rugby dudes might have us beat. I don't know. They're pretty rugged.
They don't care about
I did like the whole tough guy take my shirt off, like fucking, and then like the motherfucker took his shirt off. I was like, fuck.
It's like veins popping out.
I was like, fuck, dude. So then, but like our shit was like, we just kept going at him. Like, this kid like stopped the fight, like, because I guess I caught him good. He was like leaking from his nose. He was like, no more. And I see JJ come back around and fucking give him like a fucking flying drop kick. Like, dude, it was the
after he just said no.
Yeah,
oh my god, JJ's supposed to be Mr. Compassionate.
Oh no!
It was the coolest fucking shit. To the day I die, I never forget. He comes and just gives him this fucking flying kick, like
the organic kick of death.
Yeah.
The kid turned into a Brussels sprout.
It was tight. And fucking then, like, I don't know. We wound up chasing them for ever, and then we were just yelling, screaming till fucking all hours of the morning, ready to fight everybody.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't matter.
And so basically you guys took the W in this fight, essentially?
I don't know. They ran from us, kind of, but we got our asses beat. Like,
yeah, was anyone like really injured?
No, Garrett had 2 black eyes, I think, at the next contest. Like,
yeah.
He had 2 little black eyes. He got the, like, he hit somebody and then got like hit from 2 different people like simultaneously. That's how outnumbered it was.
How amazing would that be? He wasn't on Red Bull at the time, but for Red Bull to have to see the photo of him on the top of the podium and he's got 2 black eyes right under the Red Bull.
Like the little black guy and shit.
That would have been amazing at like the corporate meeting the next day in the office.
There's got to be a photo of him somewhere with like on the podium with like a little black guy.
See, that would be the best rodeo peanut ever. Now you could think of so many good memes for a photo of Garrett with black eyes.
See, I was thinking you were talking about the fight went in Barcelona when Lacey knocked out the soccer player that was pickpocketing people.
Oh, the pickpocket.
Yeah.
So this is the same trip?
Oh no, another trip.
Okay, then I got it confused. This is the trip that I was talking about. Yeah.
We went. Garrett took us twice.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, Garrett's nice.
Shout out to Garrett.
That is nice. Yeah.
Garrett's a G.
What a G.
Yeah. So, second time. Facts. Yeah, pickpocket fool. We're sitting there watching him in the park, right? And then Lacey goes, dude, we chased this fucking fool for days. Drinking, fucking screaming, fucking Steve-O. Fucking top of his lungs. What was Maricon or something?
Maricon, yeah.
Screaming. Everyone's pissed drunk, wandering. I get lost. Everyone's winds up getting lost, split the fuck up. And at 7 in the morning, I wound up randomly stumbling out of a cab into some random square, and everyone's just drinking, partying still. Barcelona is the fucking best place in the fucking world.
I agree.
Facts.
I agree. Adam shit his pants there.
I did. I shit my pants. Yeah, and Vicente's just walking around trying to get my attention. It's fucking distracting me. Just for the record, you look like a fucking goon back there.
Vicente and I have the same mustache.
You do, yeah. But anyway, so what happened with this fight?
What? Oh, we won.
But how did it start? What happened? Why did Lacey beat this guy up? Oh, just because he was a pickpocket?
Yeah, facts.
They were sitting there watching him
yeah.
because he had a soccer ball and he would walk up, see two girls walk, and he's got the soccer ball and bouncing it, jumping around, then throws the soccer ball to one of them and he gets around. The next thing you know, he's got your purse or your wallet.
He had his full fucking hand in your pocket.
Wow.
There's some people he had Lacey was oh, I'm gonna go walk up to this motherfucker. He was yep, he ain't doing it to me. And then started pressing the kid, and then I think we would throw him down the stairs.
Yeah, you got his ass beat.
Yeah, threw him down the fucking double set.
I hate to shit on Lacey's reputation, but man, I saw him do basically the exact same thing in Berlin. Some guy tried to pickpocket either him or the girl he was with, and he fucking just grabbed the guy and just boom, 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 and the guy fucking steps back, goes to call somebody, and fucking Lacey takes the guy's phone and throws it like fucking Nolan Ryan. The shit goes flying a mile, hits this building, explodes everywhere. It's amazing.
Lacey's a gentleman. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lacey.
Facts.
Good guy. Shit. What else? We just crossed the 1 hour mark. I wanted to say, what's your relationship with Garrett like now? Because we don't see you hanging out with him as much these days. Is that just the distance?
No, we still bullshit and talk.
Okay.
He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? I was on Stranger doing my shit. He's got a whole company. You know what I mean? He's running Fiend. They're doing their thing.
Right.
So it's they're and he stays down in San Diego. You know,
right.
He likes it down there. I don't really like it down there. It's
too slow for you.
Yeah.
Well, you like LA?
I love it.
Yeah, it's good. Right?
Did you ever see yourself moving out of Staten Island?
Yeah, well, that's
or New York,
dude. When I was growing up, the shit was I was the dream was to fucking become a professional bike rider and fucking move to California. You seen fucking Cornesteras, looking like a Guido, no shirt on, fucking killing it.
You're that could be me.
You know what I mean? That's what I thought.
You did it.
You were right.
You fucking did it. You fucking did it.
You fucking see it. You know what I mean? That's it.
But so even as a young kid, you were like, "Fuck, I could see myself doing this."
Well, you know what I mean, that. No, because that's that's what it was back then. You know what I mean?
But a lot of New York kids cannot imagine living anywhere besides New York.
I don't know. I didn't want to be like everybody else. You know what I mean? I could have been honestly, I could have been a fucking firefighter in New York. I scored super high on the test, and I was 529 out of everyone that took it to get called, and it's I can't take it anymore. You know what I mean? It was once in a lifetime type shit, and it was just, it's not me. You know what I mean? I was in other people are yo, you hit the fucking lotto, you gotta take this job, and at the time it was Deadline didn't even come out yet. You know what I mean? I was I worked my whole life for that.
Right.
And I was this, and that's what I'm saying. This, I love this shit. I've been doing it, figuring it out without fucking a paying sponsor for a while. I did stunt shows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's ways to do it,
Could you see yourself ever moving back, or you think you're a Cali kid for life now?
I like it back there, but it's this weather's fucked up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's why I can't go back. I can't go back to that damn snow.
Weed costs twice as much out there too.
Fuck wet socks.
He just has such a pained look in his eyes.
It's not that. It's just it's just way more frowned upon there.
It's a way bigger
so much
thing.
more socially accepted here, and it's accepted as a medicine, and you know what I mean. Over there, it's still everyone's stuck. Fucking way more conservative.
5 years behind. 5 years behind here.
Yeah, it's a conservative place.
Yeah. You used it just a second ago. What's up with You Fucking See It? How could you explain how that came into existence? Is something you were saying all the time?
I kinda kind of. I don't know. It was just random.
What was there a specific instance that when you said it in some important time in your life?
It just made sense. It was like. It's just like, yeah, I guess it was like sometimes.
It's funny because it really caught on.
With the common kids, they're jackers, they're swagger jacks.
Last summer, they caught on to it, and then I took them all to China, and every single one of their Snapchats, every day,
I remember
fucking
those.
see it,
Yeah.
you fucking see it, you fucking see it. Biz sends me a text, say, yo, tell them kids to say it a little more. Because
Yeah,
they say you
right.
fucking see it a little bit more.
Get your own catchphrase sauce. No, but that's
good.
yeah, it's
I like those fools.
because I asked him what he thought of it, and he was just like, "Hey, man, the originator, they got to look up to somebody."
We know where
I was like,
originated.
no. I was like, no, that's tight. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say. It's flat, like, kind of flattering. You know what I mean? In a way, like, it's like, even if you're like talking shit, you still, hey, you recognize it,
Yeah.
right? Like,
I like it.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
a
into
fan.
it.
I'm a fan.
From your perspective, what's
Okay.
going on with Animal these days?
Ooh, yeah.
You know anything?
I'm into that.
See, I hear things, but I'm not allowed to go on the record. I was just wondering, how are they doing? I heard they got a big shipment coming in. I heard that it's, that things weren't looking so good, and now maybe it's looking up. I didn't even ask Edwin this question for the record, and I got a lot of shit for it.
I don't know, man. Shit's animal. Animal ain't dying. That
Right.
shit's like, I don't know what the fuck is what's that shit in Sandlot? It was like, legends never die. Fucking.
Oh, legends never die?
Yeah, that fucking Babe Ruth shit.
Yeah.
Animals like Babe Ruth, bro. Legends can't die.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, even they ain't gonna go out of business.
When did you figure out you were going to be on the team, and was that a mind-blowing thing for you?
I don't know. Animals, like, I don't know. That's like some shit. I was like, I don't need to be a part of a team like that team to fucking love that company. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that for me, like that was the Yankees.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fuck
like
yeah.
for me, like
Fuck yeah.
growing up, like that, like a kid admiring baseball in New York, they're gonna fucking love the Yankees. Like every kid in fucking New York love fucking Animal.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like I had the fucking tattoo fucking on my neck since I'm like 19 years old. Like
Right.
it's like it's not because I was ever a part of the team. Like no, I just really generally like that. To me, that's BMX.
Yep.
That they represent BMX, and like I don't know. I'm fucking excited for the future of Animal. You know what I mean? I see like I'm hyped. I know.
Are you
dope
privy to like what might be going on behind the scenes?
shit.
Things
I
that
don't know,
might be going
man.
on.
It's gonna be fucking interesting.
Eventually, you're saying that
I
even
love you, Augie.
one day
Shit, man.
we'll know. Hey, so this is one other thing I wanted to talk to you about. Is just
Oh wait,
like,
we didn't do the skibidi bop a doo bop boop thing.
so you think that an hour and 6 minutes in is a good
Fuck,
time to
well,
bust it?
that's all I wanted to do. This is my first time. And I'm excited to do it. We're gonna do it now. Skibidi bop a doo bop ba, the Come Up TV.
You fucking see it.
Thank you. Okay, one last question on the list though is, what is your attitude on like the BMX scene and supporting the scene? Because I noticed you're one dude. You're super tight with the D-Block crowd, the Peep Games, the Trip, all this stuff, and then you also, you're super down with us, OSS. You seem like you kind of go out of your way to be, that, to be somebody that supports the scene as a whole, as opposed to just one brand and just one thing.
That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting paid fucking money from anything. Like, it's like I see people fucking doing cool shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna support whoever's doing cool shit. Like, I respect what Peep Game does, throwing jams. Respect what you guys do, throw fucking jams. Like, you're bringing BMX. You're doing dope shit for BMX. Like, yeah, I'm gonna come out. That's fun for me. Like, even growing up, that was part of BMX. Going to jams, going to meeting people. Like, meeting new people to ride with. Like.
So you're always very into the social side of BMX,
No,
just going out and being around
into
people.
seeing like what the fuck new people are doing, like
Right.
Surrounding
seeing it in
yourself with
purpose.
other
Like,
people that do
I'm not,
what
like,
you
you know what I
do.
mean? Like I don't like sitting at the fucking computer. I'll be honest with you, that ain't me. Like it
Right.
makes me nauseous. I like fucking, like I like going out and riding and like meeting new people. Like that's what BMX is to me.
Exactly.
It's like yo, go, like that's why I like having jams and fucking contests and like that's why like growing up I always want to be in Dew Tour and go travel. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
yeah.
Like that was like. I feel like I haven't fucking done a fucking Dew Tour, fucking guy. Fucking guy.
We've had
Fucking
some.
guy.
We've had some. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude,
I don't know
especially as
what
I
you're
get older,
talking
though.
about.
As I get older, man, like I feel like as you get older, you don't take all the shit going on in BMX for granted in the same way, and especially because like they say that industry's in a recession, and I don't want to admit that or anything because it seems like we're doing fine, but I don't know. Like when people say that, I'm like, well, that makes me even more thankful of every time that there is a good jam or every time somebody puts out a dope ass video or throws a contest or anything like that, because it's like sometimes it seems like those things happen less frequently now, but I mean, anytime I see somebody really going out on a limb and putting themselves out there to push BMX further, it's like I'm just more and more thankful for that person.
Exactly, because they're doing it from the heart. You know what I mean? Like, they're doing it for fucking real reason.
Yeah,
like
plus you're not going to remember an edit like you're going to remember a fucking Saturday jam of riding with your homies.
Like, you're going to remember meeting people.
For sure.
You remember seeing these people face to face. You know, remember fucking Ty did this fucking crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
At this jam, remember fucking Began did fucking boop boop boop.
That is the sound all his tricks make. Yeah.
Like boop boop boop.
Do 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 do.
You like I got
good.
some shit
That
for
was
you.
good. That was good.
Little power up.
I like that.
Well, that's what's up.
Who's your favorite rider?
Dennis Anderson.
True.
If
Can you not
I
say
will-
Garrett because he's a good friend of yours?
No, I love Garrett. Like,
Okay.
I love the way he rides, but it's like I grew up riding with him. I know, like I know Garrett's the
Dennis
best.
surprises you.
I know Garrett. Yeah, no, Dennis doesn't surprise me. It's like I just love the way he rides. Like, just full fucking throttle.
Yeah.
Fucking kills everything. Like, and I've been a fan of Dennis since I met him back when he was 16, like in Canada. Like, him, his dad's fucking super tight. Like,
Shout out to Kenny.
yeah,
Shout
dude,
out to
Kenny's
Kenny.
a fucking man. Like, that whole shit. Like, I love all those dudes. Like, the market crew, all those dudes. Like, I just love everyone that's doing dope shit for BMX.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like I said, you ain't paying me, I support you all. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, when did you start your love affair with the Superman?
well, I can't do fucking tail whips, bro.
You can't do no, yeah, you can. I've seen you do.
I
'em.
can't do hot whips.
Okay.
Like I said, I grew
You
up-
never done a hop whip.
I
thought
flat
you've done
ground,
one.
Well, bro, me and flat ground don't get along. Like,
He needs to be in the
like,
air.
Yeah, no,
He
like
needs
I
to be
said,
in the
I
air.
enjoy like dude, I'll play a game of biking with someone on a fucking 5-stair before like I'll play on flat ground.
Really?
I'm more comfortable knowing that I got time to fuck up and fix myself, or fuck up and I got time to know how to fall, than me fucking doing some shit and looping the fuck out and cracking my skull. Because that's like, I don't know, that's why I'll go backwards. I got my set. I'm cool going forward and faster. Then yeah, I'm good.
Interesting. Let's talk about your skull cracking. Speaking of
That
skull
shit
cracking.
was weak, man.
Fuck.
That shit was weak.
So was this on what trick was this?
Or just switch ice on the wall on
Right.
Wilshire.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah, no, I can't. That was like filming. I came out here, and then I was like, yeah, I want to do it. Never really did a switch ice before, and then
Ever.
yeah. No.
And you figured against a wall was a good time?
It looked reasonable. It's reasonable. Like, and if you're gonna do it, make it worth it.
Yeah.
I'm filming it. Like, I want it to be fucking dope. I'm confident in myself and my ability. I'm gonna figure this one out. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna figure this one out on the fucking wall ice.
Why not?
I never did a regular wall ice. So
Wow,
the-
jeez.
the
Or a switch ice. This all sounds
So,
bad.
yeah, if we're all but
All
it was
bad.
like, so I kind of almost did it the first go, like, and then like put foot down, and then like kind of looped in the second one, and then because this was just like when I put like fresh forward peg on, and then you get the old fucking hook, and fucking your legs get taken out from underneath you, and then I guess I just went, but I guess like I cracked it good, and like because I was like leaking from my ear, I guess it relieved the pressure, fortunately. So Tony just had that horrible injury like at random, and it's like he had that crazy injury, and it was like pedaling down the street, and it's like after that one, and then I didn't I'm like count my blessings.
Yeah.
Like that shit. Like I could I don't know what kind of long term damage I got from these fucking head knocks. I mean, that's why hopefully fucking everything works out, but it's like
You're still motivated to go out ride all the time? You still love it?
yeah, dude, that's fucking. I love it out here because it's like you could ride down the sidewalk down here, and it's like fucking trails.
Well,
Like
the
earth
curbs?
breaks, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like riding fucking trails around here. So it's like I've been pedaling around more down here lately, and like getting out of like up over that way because it's like I've been over there for like almost 2 years now. So it's like I'm fucking. Been dumb pedal that. So I'm like, all right, cool, hanging out down here. And now I'm like,
Fuck Hollywood. I'm going downtown.
Yeah, it's
Be
like-
around the real
it's tight.
scumbags.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's tight. I'm like learning the area, and it's like seeing the art districts. It reminds me of New York, like the fucking like Bushwick or something. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
Like it's kind of like I don't know. It's cool. It's
People
cool down here.
people always say like, oh, you don't pedal when you're in California, but the truth is that if you actually get out and pedal, it's fun as fuck. It's a little bit bigger than New York. It's a little bit more spread out,
Yeah.
but like I love days where we go out and pedal
Dude,
10,
I'm tell-
20 miles.
Dude,
like
I'm
it's
telling
nothing.
You, I'm telling you, the fucking sidewalks, man. I like all I want to do is do bar spins and Supermans off the fucking sidewalk.
There are some
It's
good
like,
curb cuts too.
dude, there's so many good ones, dude. But because like I've been trying to find the ones like off the fucking hill, like into like a hill, crazy hill bomb.
And some of the curbs are big as fuck.
That's what
too.
I'm saying.
Ooh, I
I've seen,
love a tall curb.
1.5 foot tall curbs that are like kickers in the
flyouts.
street.
Yeah, I'm looking
I
like,
grind those.
yeah, like yeah.
Have you paid your neighbors or paid your homies to cut down the trees so you're able to see the Hollywood sign perfectly from your house yet?
Nah, bro.
He ain't that close.
No,
No,
Oh, is it really that close?
You,
You
could
could literally,
you
when
could
you
see the
on
sign,
his porch,
but
you can see the sign,
there's
but
a fucking tree.
a tree in the
you
way.
can't see it all at once.
Right.
You
Yeah,
can
if you
see it in
look
pieces.
sideways.
Like, you see it like Hollywood.
Well, it's like the blood moon.
Like-
The blood moon was very similar. I could only see a little bit of it once.
The blood moon was
Blood moon.
caused by the Pope, I heard.
They say there's gonna be one in 2033. I'll get that one.
Adam and I, neither of us will be on the planet by that time.
When-
There's no way.
When is that?
18 years
18
from now?
years, yeah, we're not going to be alive.
18, so I'm going to be 49. Holy
You will
fuck.
not.
I'm going to be a hell of a 50-year-old
You're
man.
going to be a silver fox. You're a silver fox with neck tattoos.
Tattoos everywhere. At that point, by the time I'm 80, imagine how many I'll have.
You're going to have the dragon dick tattoo.
Imagine how big your mustache is going to be by the time you're 80.
God.
Presumably you won't cut it.
Wizard.
yeah.
I'm going to look like a wizard.
All right, so this was a very illuminating interview. I'm glad we got to touch on so many different topics, cover the life and times of one of Staten Island's finest BMX riders, and yeah, shit. Anything else we need to know?
Yeah, anything else you wanted to anything else you wanted to cover?
Nah, I'm good. I'm hyped. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never had, like, you know, I don't fucking, like I said, I don't put myself out there like that. You
See,
know
but
what
I think, again, I talk about this with a lot of these guys, is that I don't know if you know the scope or the reach that you have with something just like the Deadline video. Like, how many people that have never would have even seen any of you guys outside of Garrett now know your part inside and out.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
dude, that's like that was like that's why I worked. You know what I mean? I put my life into that. That's why it was like I didn't take the fire department. You know what I mean? Like that was it. Like I was like I love this. Like
It's like there's the animal video, and then there's Grimaldo Duran. You're like Grimaldo Duran. We're like the crazy ethnic stereotype that's just doing all this fucking ridiculous shit.
I'll take fucking Grimaldo.
Grimaldo's the man.
G, bro.
He is the-
Grimaldo's
If
the
Garrett's
man.
Edwin, you're Grimaldo.
Yeah, I'll take the Grim. I'll take Grim.
Shout out
I
to
got plenty of respect for Grim.
shout out to Grimaldo and George. And,
Hell yeah, George
all
is killing
yeah.
it. You fucking growing up fast.
Speaking
that
of the
little
East
bastard.
Coast, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. But fuck it.
You want to know something about Grimaldo? Least organized iPhone ever. It's like 18 pages of apps when you look at it. Just never used a folder. It's just everything. I've seen him flip it through it. I'm like, wait. Let me look at that. It's so many. Anyway, this has been the Come Up BMX podcast.
We'll give you some shout outs.
Yeah. Give us some shout outs. Do you have anything left?
What?
Shout outs?
Yeah, shout out Animal Bikes, shout out Trip, shout out Peep Game, shout out All Day BMX, shout out OSS.
Hey,
You fucking see it.
D Block.
D Block.
All the D Block homies, Nair and Brenner over there.
Yes. I'm excited to be riding the Nair frame. Like I said, like I'm excited to be riding this new bike, fucking too. Like I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it, and fucking pick all the parts I want to pick.
So I'm assuming that the new bike is a Fiend.
No.
Oh no, it's a Verde. Right.
Verde, you asshole.
Oh, no. But I thought you were saying.
Remember when you make fun of me?
No, want to know why? Is because somebody texted me earlier today, and they're like, "Oh, Augie's on Fiend." And I was like, oh.
No.
So then you surprised me when you
He
said
just
it.
said
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah,
that
nah,
he's
ain't on nobody.
My bad, dude. I'm
This
thinking about who's at the
motherfucker
door.
gonna
Joel Moody just walked in, and he's dressed like a
TMZ.
medieval prince. Look at him. Scott, capture this. Look. This is why you need to tune in for next week's episode after this, is because we're going to have Joel Moody on. And Joel Moody is a fascinating individual, created
Absolutely.
some
I
legendary
Cannot
BMX
wait
videos.
to talk to Joel. We got a lot to talk about.
Joel Moody in the place. So, yeah, thank you very much to Augie for coming through. Really appreciate it. If you want to support us, get on over to our SoundCloud or iTunes. Give us a follow. Rate us on iTunes if you get a chance.
Plus, watch this. He's going to put Augie's Instagram right here.
At Augie Simoncini, right? No underscore or nothing?
Augie Simoncini. None
You
of that
fucking
underscore
see it.
shit.
You fucking see it right here. You fucking see it.
Hashtag.
Spoken by the man himself.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it.
Thank you.